Hi, my name's Michelle Wootton and I'm the Health Promotion Officer at Parkinson's Victoria, and I have previous experience working in the disability and employment fields. And today I'd like to talk to you about a service that may assist people with Parkinson's, and that's disability employment services. Disability Employment Services is a program that's funded through the government, and there are a number of organisations that provide this service, both government funded and private organisations as well. These services help people to find and maintain employment, and generally these people have an illness, a health condition or a disability. To be eligible for disability employment services, you must either have a disability, a health condition or a long-term injury. To be eligible, you must be also looking for work, or you must be someone who's currently employed and has been employed for at least 8 hours a week for 13 weeks and is perhaps having some difficulties at work and may need help to maintain that employment. If you're currently employed but you're perhaps at risk of losing your job, or perhaps things just aren't going too well at work, Disability Employment Services can help you out by coming out and doing an assessment of your workplace. They might also help you with looking at job redesign. So you may currently be working full-time but perhaps want to go to part-time. You may also be doing a job that's quite physical, but we may be able to redesign your job so you actually do something perhaps more office-based, or something that isn't going to be as exerting as what you're currently doing. Other things that disability services can help with is perhaps coming out and looking at ways of making perhaps your work environment more comfortable. So you may need an ergonomic chair. Because you have Parkinson's, you may find that you get quite hot in the office that you're in. So perhaps your office may need an air conditioner. And these are things that you may be able to get funding through if you're a client of disability services. If you're not currently working but would like to find a job, Disability Employment Services can help you by perhaps developing a resume and cover letter, helping you job search, and also contacting employers directly to find you something that may be suitable. Now, to be eligible to join a service as a client, you first need to sit a job capacity assessment. Now, this is an assessment that normally takes between 45 to 90 minutes, and it's not actually a medical test. It's actually a person sitting down with you to discuss perhaps what your needs might be, what assistance you may actually need in the workplace, and what's going to help you to maintain that job as well. And based on this assessment, they will work out perhaps how many hours a week would be suitable for you, and then they can also do a referral to a disability employment service. And they will do a referral to a service that is close to you and one that's going to be appropriate for your needs as well. By employing a person with a disability through a disability employment service, the employer may be eligible for a wage subsidy, also funds to help modify the workplace. They'll also be able to access training for the person that they've employed as well as also some funding for any clothing or other items that the person may need that they've hired. If an employer hires a person through the Disability Employment Services scheme, they're eligible to receive up to $1,500 as part of a wage subsidy. And this subsidy is paid after the person has been employed for a minimum of 13 weeks, and as long as they anticipate the person will still be working for them for another 13 weeks as well. So the employer gets a reimbursement of this money from the Disability Employment Services. So once the person reaches their 13 weeks employment, they put in a request for the wage subsidy. The $1,500 wage subsidy can be used to put towards any modifications that may be required for the person. So if they need an ergonomic chair, if the employment workplace perhaps needs an air conditioner installed, or any other technology that might assist the person. But if the person perhaps starts a job and they don't actually require any modifications, the subsidy is just there as an incentive for the employer to employ the person with a disability and keep them there as a permanent employee. So if you're a client with a disability employment service and they've found you employment, they'll provide ongoing assistance to you for at least 26 weeks, and then as long as you need after that. If you do find that you perhaps want to move on to a different position or you leave your current job, they can also then help you to job search and find another job that may be of assistance. And the support that your employment consultant will give you ongoing will be to help you do up your resumes and cover letters, help you with any issues that you may be having at work, negotiate on your behalf with your employer about any modifications that may need to be done to the workplace, or any other issues that you may be having at work. If you would like a referral to a disability employment service to either help you find or maintain a job, you may need to go to your local Centrelink to get a job capacity assessment or a JCA. Now, this assessment looks at your current capacity to work, perhaps your future capacity to work. They'll look at any barriers that you may have to employment, so barriers either to finding a job or maintaining your current job, and they'll look at what kind of assistance that you may need. So it's not actually a medical assessment, they're really looking at what help you need to get a job. And the assessment normally takes between 45 and 90 minutes, and is done by a person who may be an occupational therapist, they may be a psychologist or some other health field. So they're there because they understand what issues you may be having and can help talk to you about what assistance you may need, and will provide a referral to a job service. If you'd like some general advice about employment and Parkinson's, please contact us at Parkinson's Victoria on 1800 644 189. Or if you'd like some more specific information about disability employment services, and if you'd like to get a referral to go and have a job capacity assessment, please visit your local Centrelink office or give Centrelink a phone call.